not been spectacular. He's done all right. They've all done fine. One little error from Nacho, maybe. I'm sure we'd like to give minutes to Sami Khedira, if possible. I think Khedira will get 20-25 minutes. We are going to get a change in Levante.
Well, Victor Perez is going to come on for the home side.
Another former Valladolid player.
As Arbeloa takes a slip, trying to get back onto the pitch. He exits sharply stage left. And the player being yanked is Gavilan.
Straight swap then in that case. Gavilan booked as well, which may have been a factor.
In terms of bookings, Lopez, Juanfran, Camarasa and Gavilan.
Yeah, they're winning in that disparate way, aren't they? Winning 4-0 on bookings.
We have a foul there, and the referee goes over just to have a quick word with Nacho. And to be Diop to take a free kick, and that's where most of the danger was coming from Levante. Set pieces from the boot of Diop by about the last corner of the first half. A foul on Casadesus. Diop sends it in. It's a useful ball. And Casillas slides down to try and prevent the corner. It does go out for another set piece.
Yeah, once again, another decent delivery in there. He almost won that battle against Pepe. It's Rodas, isn't it?
It goes out off the back of Pepe's head. And he tries to get touch tight on Rodas this time. Diop's delivery to the back post. Iker Casillas claims. Well, a rare touch for Iker Casillas, a rare save from a corner as well. Doesn't usually make the catch from a corner.
Yeah, likes the punch normally. To be fair, it hangs in the air quite nicely for him. Nacho just about protects him against Victor.
He's swiped forward. Attendance 23,500 at the Ciutat de Valencia.
It's only 24,000 so capacity, so that's not bad. Just looking at the players on the bench, just to remind people, obviously for Real Madrid, there's Keylor Navas, this is the reserve goalkeeper, former Levante hero. Llorente and Medran, former B teamers, who are not really going to get two sort of holding midfielders, I think. Llorente's at least Arbeloa, Khedira, Yaramendi and Bale. Maybe Khedira and Yaramendi will come on if they get another goal. As I say, I'm sure Khedira is going to get time. And Bale, well, maybe if he doesn't have to risk him, why bother, you know? If he has got a couple of slight problems, why, as I say, because he's got to go to Anfield on Wednesday. Thinking about that, Madrid, nearly every team playing Champions League in the week normally plays on a Saturday. Liverpool, due to the, not quite sure what wisdom of the Barclays Premier League, have got to play on Sunday, which doesn't seem particularly doing the best to help your teams in Europe, is it?
And ball played back to Nacho. He delivers it to Iker Casillas. Receives it at his feet. And Casillas was in action here at the Ciutat de Valencia a couple of weeks ago in the international break, the previous one.
Right, Spain
were playing against Macedonia and Luxembourg in a series of games, when Slovakia coming up.
Macedonia was the game they played here. They won that 5-1. Played Luxembourg and Slovakia away in the last break. Got left looking a little bit flat-footed by the first Slovak goalie. It was one of those free kicks that takes a bit of an effect, but he sort of dives out of the way a little bit.
Onto the far side. Levante try and sweep it up. They have to get it away sharply. It's almost given away to Modric. And few options available up front, but it's held up by Morales, who's pulled down.
Yeah, he gets caught by James.
Well, a free kick is forthcoming then. Five minutes into the second half. Diop, the danger man. Take another set piece as Casillas moves James over. He's in that one-man wall. It's an outswinger.
Didn't deal with it that brilliantly there, Isco.
It's cleared out of play for a Levante throw-in. It's held forward. Levante try and go inside. Pepe blocks the path. Here's Marcelo. Nice space in which to run. Now closed down, he leaves it for Isco. He makes his way to the right. Ronaldo with a stutter step into the box. He has to get back into an onside position here. And Pedro Lopez, who received a yellow card right at the end of the first half for protesting after taking down Marcelo. Reignites that running battle. Substitutes warming up for both sides. Levante.
Schumetra, their former Elche winger. Played quite a lot of games last year, was sort of first choice under Caparros, but this year seems to have just dropped slightly out of favour.
Marinho with the clearance. Doesn't quite get it out of his own half. Play down the line. Modric is tracking back. We're going to see a cross here. And it's taken on the head by Morales, but could not direct it goalwards. Certainly the delivery has not been at fault for Levante on many occasions.
But put a couple of decent balls in there. Maybe the fact, you know, we did say comment that normally Levante do play with Victor and David Barral, with Victor playing a bit deeper, Victor Casadesus. This time they got the balls in, and there's actually not really been anyone there to get on the end of them. So they've certainly shown a bit more creativity, but at the end they've got less people to get on the end of that creativity. So back to square one.
Real Madrid reset on the halfway line, now try and build the attack. Back again to Pepe, who was being subdued in the first half by that minor infraction towards the end, but has been staying back, not been pushing forward alongside Nacho. Remember, no Sergio Ramos, no Rafael Varane, both out for this game through injury and fever respectively. With Ronaldo, now James. Carvajal on the right. And back to Modric, who delivers an immediate return. Isco bears down on goal, flicks it through for Ronaldo. Great improvisation from him, but danger's not away. Now it's hooked clear. That was a great touch from Ronaldo. Marinho making a save.
Good.
Lovely back heel for Marcelo. It goes behind Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid turning the screw.
Nice control from Madrid, just moving the ball around, showing patience once again, as we saw them doing Villarreal a few weeks ago, and then looking for the killer punch.
Here's Isco, parried away by Mourinho. Cristiano Ronaldo's first to it.
Offside.
And that's because he was offside. A nice spell just before the end of a 10-minute mark in the second half. A great touch by Cristiano Ronaldo, but the goalkeeper had closed the angle. Here's an opportunity for Levante. Pepe gets in the way.
It was Victor, wasn't it, who tried?
Scooped up by Ronaldo. Wasn't brought down well by Javier Hernandez. Chicharito.
Lovely little ball, great little control there from... I wonder whether Ivan Perez might just have played Cristiano on there. I don't think so. Not a lot of conviction in that attack, was there from Morales, who's actually been quite bright for Levante today.
Marcelo to Ronaldo, who flicks out a boot. Levante playing with fire at the back. They need to boot this one clear. Well,
I think in the
right idea.
In the good old days, that's what they would have done straight away, isn't it? That would have not hung around there for too long. That would have been route one. Let's get the danger, which I think sort of slightly shows the difference between what Mendilibar's trying to do and what he's able to do.
Tame shot from Cristiano Ronaldo, saved by Mourinho, and he offers up an apology to James.
Might have been a free kick there actually from Pepe.
Another look at the effort from Isco. Call for handball against Marcelo. Referee quite happy to let play continue. Diop.
Certainly at the heart of all the most good things for Levante today.
All sent in. Headers off target. They haven't really made Iker Casillas work.
Don't really remember a save from a shot as such. There might have been one into his midriff in the first half.
And the save off the line by Modric, the closest Levante have got to scoring. Ronaldo on the right-hand side. Put the crossover. Flies out of play. Ronaldo opening the Real Madrid account in this game from the penalty spot, scoring in a 6th consecutive La Liga game, grabbing his 14th goal of the campaign.
Yeah, you can see him adding a couple more this season, can't you?
He's certainly one to watch for the future, Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's incredible to think he'll be nearly 30. He's nearly 30, and he will be in February, I think he'll be 30, Ronaldo.
His birthday, February the 6th. The Diop. Cross to the back post. It's taken down by Morales. The defender so tight on Morales, but he was dispossessed. Look at the sprint forward from James Rodriguez. It's just played behind him. Play opening up in the middle. It's largely confined to right outside both areas. More or less a free rein being given.
Yeah, you get the impression that Madrid are possibly a little bit more dangerous outside the Levante area than the other way around, though. From a neutral point of view, this game desperately needs a Levante goal. Obviously, if you're a Real Madrid fan, and I suspect the majority of the audience probably favour Real Madrid over Levante. Third goal would kill Levante off. But I'd say for the neutrals, 3-0 would probably make it, probably lower the pace of the game a bit more, let's say.
We have around about half an hour to go. This is around about the time where Ancelotti will be looking at the substitutes bench, looking to make some changes. And as you say, could be the right time to bring on Sami Khedira.
I say it's a big week, isn't it? You know, Anfield, Liverpool aren't at their best at the moment, has to be said, and they're not going to have Daniel Sturridge, who's picked up another injury. He'll be out for a month, which is a big loss. But they've still got Mario Balotelli, who's always fun to watch. Raheem Sterling, who's probably had a little bit of a rest. You know, they can make Madrid suffer, but obviously not as much as if they had Sturridge. But obviously Anfield does bring back a few memories to what happened to Madrid last time they played there, after some rather ill-judged words from the then club president, Mr. Boludo.
Head on to the right. Levante. Space for a cross. Pepe gets it clear. Modric might have levelled his arm there. No complaints from the Levante players. Knocked down. Took too much time bringing that under control, did Garcia. And it's taken clear with a sprint by Isco. Plays it onto the left. Move inside from Ronaldo. Ronaldo keeps on going. Cristiano Ronaldo, 15 league goals so far this season. Real Madrid go 3-0 in front from a storming run from Cristiano Ronaldo. His first goal from open play in this game.
Yeah, good, once again, powerful finish. Good work from Isco to bring the ball forward. Pepe did seem to go down there for a minute, but I think by what we were saying, third goal, that is definitively game over. It's just great work from Isco. Ronaldo's got Rodas in front of them, who's really not very quick. Juanfran, once again, sells himself in the penalty area. You can't really dive in on Cristiano Ronaldo either, can you? And it's a bit more subtle finish than I thought, actually. When I first saw it, I thought he just leathered it, but in fact, he just uses the instep.
Well, he beats Marinho, who again got a touch on it, much like the penalty. It is Levante 0, Real Madrid 3. Just under half an hour to play here at the Ciutat de Valencia. Real Madrid firmly in control. Carlo Ancelotti is going to be looking to the substitutes bench.
Yeah, well, it's just come at the right time, hasn't it? Just at the perfect time for Ancelotti to make his substitutions. You know, he's got options now. He can bring on Ieramendi for Cruz just to calm things down. He can bring on Khedira as well.
Here's Diop. Played it down our left channel, where rather cruelly the referee allows the play to continue until Perez got onto it and then calls for the offside.
Well, it happens quite a lot, doesn't it? And it's a tight one, isn't it?
And Marcelo had taken his eye off the ball, and on another day could have just played him on.
Yeah, good work from Isco there. Once again, they're very open, Levante, weren't they? You know, once again, if you've got Cristiano, who's going to run at Rodas and Juanfran, you know, you would fancy him, you know.
Played to the left, attempted a return to Cristiano Ronaldo. Marcelo is still on the ball. Play to James Rodriguez. Finds some space on the right. It's Carvajal. Ducks inside and pass that off to nobody in particular. Pepe appears to be fine.
So Pepe against Balotelli, that's something to sort of make you whet the appetite, isn't it, on Wednesday? I think how many hat-tricks has Ronaldo got now? Is it the 23 or 24 since he came to Spain? If he scores another, he might well be up for a record of hat-tricks as well.
He's already scored a pair of hat-tricks so far this season for Real Madrid.
And David Baral's going to come on in a moment or two for Levante. A slight case of shutting the stable door.
And Baral, who's got history of scoring against Real Madrid, scored memorably for Sporting Gijón in a first home defeat in Spain for Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid.
Very rare home defeat for Mourinho, full stop. Manuel Preciado, of course, the late night, much missed sporting coach in charge.
Also formerly in charge at Levante. Preciado, one of the real characters of the Spanish game. Baral is going to come on. No sign of Carlo Ancelotti making a change just yet. James Rodriguez on the run, pulls it down with his chest. Oh, that's a wonderful finish.
And the home fans applaud that.
Excellent control from James Rodriguez. It's 4-0 to Real Madrid. And what a superb way to do so for James Rodriguez. Pulls it down on his chest, provides the finish past Mourinho, who is left exposed by his defence, and Real Madrid take a 4-goal advantage.
Yeah, lovely technical ability. There you go. Go on. Straight swap, actually, from Mendilibar. There's probably no point in going all out to get back into the game, is there, at the moment?
Cáceres was taken off for David Baral, and here's the goal.
Lovely movement. Not exactly picked up his run, have they, any of them? But it's still a lovely technical gesture and a good finish. Not a lot Mourinho can do about that. Good ball from Cruz. And a good finish from James.
He never stops his run. He's given a tug of the ear by Pepe in the celebrations. Real Madrid on cruise control now, 4-0 up. No way back into this for Levante, and we've still got 25 minutes or so on the clock.
Well, Yaramendi's going to come on, which makes a lot of sense.
Could perhaps be for Luka Modric if they want to reserve their playmaker.
It's got to be Modric or Cruz, hasn't it, you'd think?
Incident off the ball. Not quite picked up by the cameras. Yaramendi is going to be brought on for. And he's replacing Toni Kroos.
Right, it's always going to be one of the two, wasn't it?
Maybe it will be Modric who makes way for Khedira before the end of the game.
Yeah, I think so. But he's putting a shift there, Kroos, 8 kilometres. Not bad going. Normally you look at people that do sort of about 12, don't you? 11, 12 in a match. But certainly up there with the average.
The first substitution made by Carlo Ancelotti. He leaves it fairly late. Break down the line, Baral tangling with Nacho and Pepe. Back into the Levante half. Right-hand side. Pepe shadowing David Baral. Marcelo's interception as the Real Madrid fans do the Poznan dance at the Ciutat de Valencia. They've got to be careful because it isn't a stadium in the best of conditions.
It's not the most stable of stadiums, is it? No.
Goes across with James Rodriguez. Not the greatest of control that time. He finds for pass to Ronaldo.
They're not careful. If Levante aren't careful here, they could find themselves on the back end of a result not dissimilar to what happened to Deportivo La Coruña a few weeks ago. It's 4-0. The game's clearly lost. If they don't keep the intensity going, Real Madrid are going to create more chances, and if they create chances, they'll probably take 2 or 3 of them.
Modric. Cross to Isco. Modric again. Marcelo. James Rodriguez continues his run into the box. It was laid down the line. A misunderstanding between Marcelo and Ronaldo.
I should let you know that today's probably not the best day, although I suppose it is in some ways, for Levante to debut with a new club sponsor, a company called East United, who are a capital investment company based in South Korea and Australia. There you go, East United. Sounds like an A-League team, doesn't it, really? But the thing is, you say that, not a great day, but obviously it's a day when Levante probably will have their biggest worldwide audience.
Levante struggling for funds, one of the poorer clubs in La Liga alongside...
I think their TV revenue, Real Madrid gets 135 million euros, I think Levante get 15 TV. So they don't actually get a tenth of... Yes, they do. My maths isn't very good, is it? They don't get anywhere near as much, however. They get about 1/7 of what Real Madrid and Barca earn. I think Rayo and Eibar are on about the same amount.
Pass through the middle. Banal's waiting. And it's overhit on the left-hand side. You've got to keep possession in those kind of positions, and Morales was nowhere near that. Hooked clear by Pepe. Diop. Another lost cause down on the left-hand side as Alvaro Arbeloa is going to be brought on.
It's quite interesting.
He'll replace Carvajal.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? He might, who knows? Maybe Pepe has just got a little knock and he might be on there to replace Pepe. All will be revealed. Carvajal obviously was on Spain duty.
All was very much revealed. Alvaro Arbeloa wearing his shorts very low down on the sidelines.
Reduced to a bit part role now at Real Madrid. He's almost a veteran, isn't he, Alvaro Arbeloa?
Celebrated this past week 5 years at the club. On the same day as Leo Messi's 10th anniversary of his signing for Football Club Barcelona.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, much maligned Arbeloa. I think he cost Real Madrid 2 million euros, didn't he, or 3 million euros.
He comes on for Marcelo. And Marcelo likely reserved for that game with Coentrao out injured.
Well, I was going to say, Arbeloa cost 2.5 million euros, 3 million from Liverpool 5 years ago. He's not played really this season. Didn't play quite as much last season, but, when you say, for example, how much did Coentrao cost? 30. 5. About 35. Who's really been the player that deserves, most... I think Arbeloa's done a very good job. He's filled in at right back, he's played at left back, he's been first choice right back for a long time. Doesn't get forward as well as Carvajal, but in defensive games where you want an experienced defender, I think he does an excellent job. So I think, value for money, price rendezvous, you've got to say price quality. One of the best Real Madrid signings in recent years.
Levante have a couple of players in the box, but anywhere near that cross. Real Madrid, meanwhile, have Cristiano Ronaldo putting in an extra shift to keep that ball in play. He moves inside. Lays it off for Luka Modric. It's a good parry. First time by Mourinho, and it's an awful miss on the follow-up by Luka Modric. Chicharito shares a chuckle with him.
Once again, good save for Mourinho. Great save for Mourinho, really. Obviously, Modric should have put the rebound home. Let's be honest, but the keeper deserves a bit of luck. He's been quite decent today.
Ruben Garcia taken off. Jordi Chumestra comes on.
More of a wide, well, another wide play. Once again, another straight swap. And the other thing is, once again, comparisons are never nice. So, bearing in mind that in recent years, Levante have always given Real Madrid a real run for their money. To see them lose so easily today, and it's 4-0, and I suspect there'll be more before the end of the match, it does once again put Mendilibar back under extreme pressure. I know it's early days, it's only match day 8, but no, he wouldn't be the first coach to go, would he, before match day 10?
And not be the first time he had gone before match day 10 either.
At least he'd had a couple of seasons before,
Good one back by Real Madrid. They have a player down. Modric is going to get back up to his feet. A sprint through the middle by Chicharito was just checked when he saw a pass wasn't forthcoming.
Another good sub down there.
Modric hobbling.
Well, they won't want Modric to be in trouble. He has been important this year. And especially if they're going to play with Cruz in the... Yeah, he's just got a clip on the... He got caught from behind on his Achilles heel, I think. He'll probably be very grateful if his teammates don't give him the ball very much in the next couple of minutes. See if he can run it off. But he did get caught on his Achilles.
Hobbling about Luka Modric. Substitutions are available if Carlo Ancelotti feels it would be best.
But there is someone on the bench down there.
One of the new boys, one of the Castilla players who've been called up into this squad. It is Alvaro Medran. One of the easier games to blood a youngster.
1 metre 76, 68 kilos. Just 20 years old.
And Casillas is indicating to the bench that Modric needs to be subbed off.
I think so. There's no point in keeping him on. No point in keeping him on. Obviously, maybe you don't want your players to take anyone off when it's a cut, you defend a corner, but...
Casillas with the sun in his eyes. Diop with a delivery to the back post. And the follow-up is over.
Not easy for the keeper. They got okay contact on it.
And Casillas indicating to the bench, get Modric off and get him off now.
And get a bit of ice on that Achilles. This is a challenge on him. It's like right through from behind. It's a bit of a hospital ball from James, to be honest. And Victor stretching. Good performance from Luka Modric, though. Just kept things ticking over.
He goes off. Alvaro Medran comes on. Doesn't appear to be anything too serious for Modric. He exchanged a joke with Carlo Ancelotti on the sidelines. Likely just a precautionary measure because Modric will be so important in the Champions League.
It's very important, if they're going to, and if they are going to carry on playing with, Modric, Cruz as the sort of the two midfielders, he possibly plays a little bit more comfortable, a little bit deeper than Cruz, and he's a bit more comfortable in that role. So yeah, vital. We'll stay there from Arbeloa.
Sent out for a corner. He's headed out by Mendy. Diop with a set piece to the near post, looking for Barral. Chicharito hassling Barral, who gets just about past him, out for another corner. And Modric not receiving too much attention. And the physios appears to be fine, just in need of a rest maybe. Isco, great control from Isco. It's taken on by Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh. Sprint through. There's no pulling him back, even by Juan Fran.
Well, Juan Fran went for it, didn't he? He really tried to pull him back. And I almost guess the referee sees that, even though Cristiano was strong enough. Well, the referee wasn't quite justified in showing him a yellow card, which, remind you, would be the second.
Juan Fran, who conceded the penalty in the early going of his challenge on Chicharito. Did what he could to try and pull Ronaldo back, but it's easier said than done.
Well, it's not very bright of Juan Fran, because his second yellow would get him suspended. Navarro and Binter are already out for injuries. You know, next week they've got to go to Vigo.
Inside the final 10 minutes of this game. Morales. It's it back. This victory will take Real Madrid further up the order. It will take them to 18 points. Valencia on 17, Sevilla on 16, Barcelona on 19. All three of those clubs still to play.
I think Sevilla and Valencia will probably fancy the chances of winning. Sevilla in Elche, aren't they? And Valencia against Depor, who look pretty poor, to be honest.
Here's Isco. Isco sets up a shot. Isco scores. It's 5.
Well, we said there was likely to be more goals before the final whistle. Madrid once again getting 5. You know, I think Mourinho got to feel sorry for the keeper. He's saved what's been savable, hasn't he? And that wasn't savable. Good end to the week for Isco, as I said, difficult time. Part of the Spain under-21 squad that failed to qualify for the European Championships under-21s, and therefore won't be able to defend their title or go to the Olympic Games. Not a great deal of defending done there, is there, has to be said, but you've still got to put it away. Not a lot Mourinho could have done about that.
Nicely hit by Isco, who makes it Levante 0, Real Madrid 5. Isco, a former Valencia player, familiar to this part of Spain, and he causes some damage against Levante.
Apparently he's got a dog called Messi, I've been told. Not a dog that is Messi, he's got a dog called Messi.
Levante have the ball, and they'd be well advised to keep it as much as possible in order to avoid any further goals, which could really sap at their morale.
I think they should, if I was a Levante player, would trap them to the ball and run away down the street with it, to be honest. It's the only way they're going to... The thing you can't do against Real Madrid is let your heads drop, and they have done Levante, and if your heads drop, you know, then...
Here's James Rodriguez! Mourinho makes the save.
Then this happens to you, you know.
Brown muscled off the ball as we have a look at the bench. Look at Modric not being attended to by the doctors, no ice out.
That's good news. Look at that, shots on target, 1 from Levante, which is that header, or that volley from the corner, and 11 from Real Madrid, you know, so the keeper's made 6 decent saves. You know, people saying Ike, and to be fair, I think probably Arbeloa could have played in goal today and kept a clean sheet.
Played across onto the right flank, just a little bit too far forward for Daniel Carvajal. Quick free kick is played. Final 5 minutes of the game approaching, just whatever stoppage time is added.
No, I do look at Levante, and I know it's Real Madrid, and I know they've, you know, nearly everybody's conceded 5 goals against Real Madrid this season. But I look at Levante, and I do fear for them this season. They just look, don't look the shadow of the team they have been in the last few campaigns.
Rolls back into the defence. Cristiano Ronaldo staying forward. Morales muscled off the ball by Nacho. It's allowed to bounce outside the area, and it's headed back to Iker Casillas for a rare touch for him. Doesn't look to be in too much discomfort, Luka Modric.
No, it's just a knock, hopefully, and I say just a bit of the magic spray and a rest, and it'll be okay.
Pepe.
No, it's possible that next week the Clásico is going to be the first really serious test for Real Madrid this season. You know, okay, they lost away to Real Sociedad, game they should have won. They were winning 2-0 at half-time, same as they were here, and it all went horribly wrong. But this is really, I think next week's going to be the first big test, perhaps even the first big test for Barca as well, to be brutally honest. You know, they've had a reasonably comfortable start to the campaign in terms of rivals. So this is definitely going to be the first time to get the big guns out.
Raul goes down. No free kick is awarded to him. Time ticking away at the Ciutat de Valencia. Time's beginning to file out. Time for these fans to make it to the Malvarrosa beach in Valencia. Catch a few rays before the day is done. Now there's a shot blocked by Pepe.
There's plenty more football to be played, obviously. Today in Spain we've got Athletic Club Celta kicking off pretty soon after this game finishes. Cordoba, Malaga. Another Andalus derby. Will Cordoba finally get their first win of the season against Malaga, who haven't exactly set the world alight, have they? And obviously at 8 o'clock, Barca playing Eibar, biggest, probably the richest club in Spain, playing the smallest club in La Liga, and the club with the biggest ground in Spain. 98,000 against Eibar, whose Ipurua Stadium has it 5,200. Well, that man made his name actually, Mendilibar.
Look at Isco's run around and then goal. It's goal number 5 of this game. The floodgates opening late on in this contest. Levante, a beaten side right from the end of the first half. And if we're going to be charitable even,
I think they were beaten from the 14th minute, to be honest.
It's a tricky one to deal with because of the state of the pitch at Ciutat de Valencia took an awkward bounce. It's been won back by Morales. Rebounds out. Real Madrid hassle the ball out and have another cross in which is siphoned away. Stoppage time to be added on. 2 or 3 minutes.
I don't think there's any need for any more than a couple of minutes, do you?
Flick down the line. Out to play. Well, we shall see how much time is added on at the end of this contest. 2 minutes.
That's fair enough, isn't it?
Substitutions used by both sides. Not too many delays in play.
And Levante made a change at half-time as well, didn't they? So
well, Levante might be disappointed with their display in this game, but Real Madrid proving to be just too powerful right from the early going. Cristiano Ronaldo with 2 early warnings, then the penalty. And once Chicharito Hernandez had scored just before half-time, it really was all over, but the counting.
no, the third goal just killed it off. I mean, I think even 2-0 Levante, well, we're talking about a side that's managed 1 shot on target, so they were never going to get back from 2 down, were they? So this is good. So this is nice little warm-up, you know, nice. This is your like little plate of biscuits, isn't it? Before you sit down, this is your salty biscuits before you sit down to your first course next week, which is Liverpool in Anfield. And then, of course, you've got the big meal to come next Saturday, which is El Clásico.
Referee takes a quick look at his watch. Pepe makes a push like only he can. They're back late on in the game, which comes to an end with Real Madrid running out 5-0 winners at the Ciutat de Valencia. A comprehensive triumph for Carlo Ancelotti's men, taking them nicely into a busy week.
Yeah, so a big week ahead. We've got Liverpool away in the Champions League, then the Clásico. Problems. I said problems for Levante, though. They don't look. I know it's Real Madrid. They don't look anywhere near as good as the side they were the last few years. And I think it's going to be a really long season for them. And Mendilibar's in trouble as well. But Madrid, well, they come back from the international break, and the good news for them is even missing a lot of key players. Let's remember that no Benzema, no Varane, no Gareth Bale. Business as usual, basically. Comfortable win.
2 goals for Cristiano Ronaldo, a goal for Chicharito Hernandez. A James Rodriguez goal, and Isco finishing things off. The game has ended Levante 0, Real Madrid 5.